Welcome down here to Anderson Bay for Gillions Rubber the Green. Today we've got Anderson Bay taking on Forby Park in what should be a big match up in the Piers. So far this season, Anderson Bay 1 win, 1 draw, but are yet to register a win in the Piers. Well, for Forby Park, they're 2 from 2, and they're also 2 wins from 2 in the Piers. It should be a good match, so let's join the action now.
Welcome down to Anderson's Bay Bowling Club. It's an absolute stunner day down here in Dunedin. We've got Anderson Bay taking on Forby Park today in the Piers. Much anticipated match. We're just getting underway now. Let's join the action. We've got Paul King from Anderson's Bay. He's leading off for them today. He's been in fine form so far this season. And for Forby Park now, as we watch now, Mike Bracegirdle, he's leading off for them. It looks quite hard underneath here. Fast green down here at Anderson Bay, and it's a nice start there by Mike. Very good bowl. So he just lodges it just to the left of the jack, and that's a solid start from Forby Park. So far this season, Anderson Bay, they've had 1 win and 1 draw, so they've been going quite well. But they have struggled in the Piers with 2 losses. As we watch now, Paul King coming there right to left. Not bad. It didn't break as much as he would have liked there, but it's solid enough. And for Forby Park, they're 2 from 2. They've had a great start to the season, and they're also 2 from 2 in the Piers, so it's a very solid Piers lineup they have out there today. There's Mike Bracegirdle. That was another one down here. Ken likes he's got that right to left going, that draw, and that's another excellent bowl as it lodges up against the jack there. So Forby Park currently holding 2.
You can stay there, put a couple of yards on, or you
as the experienced Stuart McPeak and young gun Elliot Mason come down for a bowl. Stuart McPeak, speaking to him earlier in the day, and he told me he's over the hill. I don't know about that. He's been bowling for quite some time though, so there's plenty of experience there. 26 years at Anderson's Bay and also 15 years at the Cromwell Bowling Club. So look for all of that experience today, as he's going to look to bring this one in by the looks of it, backhand side. So he starts off. It's looking nice early. It's got a fair bit of speed on. It's going to have to pull up. It is breaking nicely, but he's just slithered past the jack there. It's all right. Elliot Mason now going for the draw. He's been bowling superbly so far this year, Elliot Mason. And, that's looking good as well. If he can just get round that front ball, which it has. And it's an outstanding bowl, so positive start thus far for Forby Park. Holding 3 at this stage, still a few balls left though in the first end. There's Stuart McPeak. Again, persisting with that backhand, it's breaking nicely. It's just going to have to break and slow down. So greens are very fast out here at Anderson Bay. There's Elliot Mason again. They've gone for that draw, and that looks excellent bowling. That's going to break in nicely, and that's outstanding. So I'm thinking holding 4 at this stage, and this is a big bowl for Stuart McPeak. He's going to persist with that backhand, it looks like. This one looks nice out of the hand early. So he likes this one a lot more. And it's breaking nicely. It's going to have to get up. I'm concerned about the distance here. And that was a nice bowl though. That's promising from Stuart. There's Elliot for the 3rd time. Goes for that draw, and he's got a free rein, but he might have left this one just a touch short as he apologises to his partner, but holding 4, and that's a solid start by Forby Park.
Definitely quite good. You get the edge, all good as well. Or you can get it backhand if you prefer it, but whatever.
So, in number 2 now. Paul King. My apologies, sorry. Mike Bracegirdle is leading off now for Forbury. It's a nice start, good roll. It's going to have to keep going, which it will. And it's a good start. So he's gone for the fade after persisting with the draw in the first end. And now the left-handed Paul King from Anderson Bay. Been bowling for 6 years. It's a nice start. It's got a fair bit of speed. It's going to need that one to pull up. It's breaking nicely though. It's losing some speed. That's a good start there by Paul for end number 2. So just behind the kitty. I think that's a perfect spot to be in early days. So he won't be bothered by that. There's Mike Bracegirdle now. Again going with that fade. Fair bit of speed on that. It's also going to have to break in it. It's going to pull up nicely as it makes contact with the jack on the way by. And that's a good bowl there from Mike. Paul King now. Left armour going left to right here. This is looking good early on. It's breaking nicely and it should make some contact here and pull up. He's got it through the gap, so lengthwise it's not too bad. Wouldn't be too bothered by that as Mike Bracegirdle now again. This end looks quite quick and it's coming in nicely. It's breaking, which is taking a lot off it. Another excellent bowl. It's probably just gone an extra 1 or 2 feet past. But as I said, it's probably better to be behind the kitty than in front. Paul King's third and final bowl for number 2. Left to right, plenty of speed on this. It's not bad bowling though, sort of there or thereabouts. There's plenty of room up front though for both Elliot Mason and Stuart McPeak to attack now, so I'll have a quick chat as they cross each other, work out what they want to do. Elliot Mason, 9 years of experience, Forbury Park. He goes straight back for the fade. The backhand shot, and that's an outstanding bowl, Elliot. He's showing plenty of class today, and that one will just lodge to the right-hand side of the jack. Currently holding 2. Stuart McPeak now comes in. That's looking nice. It's got a break. He started it out left, but it's breaking. It's come around nicely. Yeah, that's a nice bowl, Stuart. He'll be happy with that. So, Anderson Bay now currently holding 1. Elliot Mason comes in, 2 bowls left at end number 2. Fair bit of speed on this. He's going to want this one to pull back, and it's starting to break. It's quite wide by the looks of it, and it will just scoot on by. So Stuart's got a real chance now to put some extra pressure on Forbury Park and game back. So they're 4-0 down early, so they'll be looking to get a couple here as Stuart starts out right. Again, looking quite nice and breaking on that backhand side. It breaks quite heavily and it's going to break again. It's just going to pull up. That's an outstanding bowl. Let's probably say it's holding 2 if they can get full that back. Is Elliot Mason's final ball now. Come through, he's got that left to right backhand going again. It's going to have to break, it is nicely. I think it's going to be too wide though. Just going to let them off the let him off the hook there, and currently holding 2. Stewart will probably just be asked to bowl this one to the side, but there is a lot of room up front if he did want to go in there and look for 3 points, which he might be doing. A lot of these bowlers early, and you can, I don't know if you can hear it, but they're talking about the speed of the green. There's plenty of pace there, but Stewart's had no issue there, and that's an outstanding bowl. And it looks like they've pulled back 3 points, so that's outstanding stuff there by Stewart there to and pull.
I'll turn that line in a fraction and get on the back of Andy, mate, or just... Yeah, down now.
One down the back line. You get 2 out.
Yes, you are.
You get 2 out that you're in. You get 10 out yours, you're in.
So Paul King leading us off here. Backhand side, left arm, fair bit of speed on this again. It's breaking nicely though, and I think Paul won't be too upset with this. This is a good opening bowl to the third end. As now Mike Bryce Girdle looks for the draw, and he was very effective in this movement in round number and end number 1, and this one's just pulled up a little short, but that's a positive start. Paul King, the lead bowler for Andersons Bay, now looks for the jaw. First time he's used it in this game. That's a nice bowl. It's a really nice bowl. This breaking, and that's going to lodge itself very close to the jet. Right beside it, that's an outstanding bowl. Really positive comeback after a poor start, but Anderson Bay in number 3 looking solid. Mike Bryce Girdle persistent with the jaw. Talented bowler is Mike. He's been bowling for 32 years at the Forbury Park Bowling Club, so people talk about loyalty. This guy, he's a very loyal man. Plenty of experience there. It's Paul King now coming in from the left hand side, got the jaw working. This one's not breaking back as much as he would have liked, but it's still a solid bowl, and I've got 3 bowls relatively close to the jack. So good info ball. As Mike Briscoe for the first time looks for that fade, the backhand, and he's done it quite nicely. It's breaking. Yeah, it's a real good bowl. It's just made contact with the kitty and pushed it through, so good finish by Forbury Park, and they'll be holding 1 as they turn. Stuart McPeak and Paul King have a quick chat, and Stuart says, "Do you want me to rescue you again?" as Elliot Mason comes down. Elliot was superb in the first end, using the jaw. He might have that opportunity again today at this end to use that jaw that he uses so well. But Stuart McPeak starts us off. He's going to start us off with the jaw. It's nice. It's going to have to get up. It's breaking quite heavily, losing a fair bit of speed here, which it has. Fortunately for Stuart there, as Mason comes in. And Mason using this jaw. I think he's got this one wide enough for that initial ball. It is slowing down though. And in fact, it will make contact with that front ball. And this will make it difficult now for McPeak to do anything. He's going to have to start this really wide, which he does, and it's got a fair bit of speed, so it's not a bad bowl. It's going to have to start breaking. Looks like, whoa, he's got it round that, and he's just shaved the kitty, unfortunately. It's a nice bowl.
Gillions care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillions know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillions will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillions, proudly supporting Dunedin Bowls.
While you're relaxing this holiday season, Ready Lawn is available to help you with your lawn needs, big or small. We work so you don't have to. Call Ready Lawn today.
Gillions care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillions know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillions will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillions, caring for families in our communities since 1962.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
Instant Bay. Slowly mounting that comeback. They trail 8 points to 16 as we hit the 14th end. Just so Jack's probably in the middle area there. They'll feel comfortable getting to it. King leading off here. Good early bowl from King, breaking nicely. It's holding and gonna dribble it right down, about 30 centimetres off, I'd say, and that's a very good effort now. So Brace Girdle with the pink balls starts this off for Forby Park. Good effort, making contact there with Jack. Pushes it back slightly. King looking for the same again, just probably an extra metre on it, and I think he's got it. Breaking, outstanding, just misses and dribbles past, but holding one, good bowl. Backhand side, Brace Girdle. This also looks dangerous. Looks very dangerous. Just didn't slow down. A lot of the bowls today have been slowing down, but this one, for one reason or another, just decided not to. King, forehand side, which he's used plenty of times today, very effectively. This one's also going to go on by. So the end's starting to quicken up as the other end slows down, I believe. Plenty of opportunities here on the forehand side for Brace Girdle. It's very open. This one's looking good also. Breaking. It's got to break a little bit more. Yeah, like it. Very good, Mason says. Couple of claps and good stuff. Forby Park will turn with 1 up. Again, just a big thank you to Gillions Funeral Services, located there on Hillside Road. The legendary, hard to find, worth the effort, quality second-hand books, located at 20 Dowling Street, the upstairs there. They have the largest collection of second-hand books in the Southern Hemisphere, and that's proudly supported by Ready Lawns. So, yeah, three great local businesses there that contribute heavily to the bowling. McPeak leaves this one slightly short, and Mason will have free rein in it back inside. He notes it's not breaking much to the side, so I expect this one to come straight at it. Started out to the left and it is breaking around. Don't know if it's going to come enough at this stage though, which it hasn't, so plenty of opportunities left with McPeak and Mason, 2 bowls each left to come at the end of the 14th end here. Real opportunity for Anderson Bay to stamp their mark on a potential comeback here as McPeak throws one down. This is gonna get legs, it's gotta have to, and it's not going to, unfortunately. Line was bang on.
You get down there, mate.
Mason now.
4 feet out there, last ball.
This one looks better. He's straightened it up a little bit, and now it's under break. It's breaking heavily. Distance-wise, I'm liking it. It's going to make contact, Jackie. Yes, it does. Unlucky there. Chalk it up. Probably a little touch unlucky, and I'd say Forby Park still holding the 1.
Keep running. Shadow. Very good.
McPeak. Now he's got an extra bit of weight on this one. Probably a touch straight as well, which might work for him, but just struggle to get up there, and again that's lodged itself, so they'll be disappointed there. 4 of their bowls coming well short at this stage. So what's he going to do? He might be winding up here. Yep, he's got, this is the wind up. Here it comes. Straight at it. So looking for contact. And scoots one through it. In between. Again. And 1 up for Anderson Bay, I believe. Sorry, 3 ends in a row. As we into the third. Just waiting confirmation on that end, and I think it's going to get it now, and there it is, confirmation. Anderson Bay picking up a point. 9 points to 16, coming right back in it. So after the first 7 ends, they trailed 4-9. They're now after 14, so it was 5 deficit, now 7, so after 14 ends they trail 9-16, but last 3 ends they have won 1-0, 3-0 and 1-0, so picking up 5 valuable points in those last 3 ends of the second third. As King starts us off and puts one down there just to the left of the kitty. Brace Girdle now. This one's lacking power and will break slightly left to right.
Yeah, well, they've got, the 3, that's included as well. So if you're slightly tighter on the Lindsay there, roll him over once, then he's probably
King
in the shot.
going for that draw, which he's used superbly today. And that's a nice bowl. Rolls on by a couple of metres. Metre past.
Line, mate.
Do it a couple, bud. You can play if you want to.
Good bowl, Brace Girdle. Left to right.
Stay down there.
back inside. Distance well, and Mason claps, and rightly so. That's an outstanding bowl.
Go ball. Go
There's
the ball.
King now, his third bowl of the 15th end.
You want?
Down by 7. But that's nothing in this game. They can turn around quickly. King looks at what he wants to do. Bit of power. He's going straight at it early on. He's looking for contact. He think he'll get it here as well. No. Evades both bowls and be unfortunate there. Be a bit disappointed. Brace girdle. What's he looking to do? I'm thinking back inside, left to right, which he does. Speed's probably going to be an issue. That's my concern from here. And just looking at it, yeah, that is breaking left to right quite strongly. And that'll lodge itself for right hand side. As the players swapping, Brace Girdle and Mason meet in the middle, as they have done the majority of these times.
No, that's all right. Just put that out there. That's good, mate.
As we return to the action, Mason starting us off open jack at the moment. Left to right is a favoured at this end majority of the time, and that's probably just run through maybe a metre past, but still a handy bowl. Plenty of options here. Plenty happening. Start this one out left. It's gonna have to break, but McPeak just tells himself that's not enough, and that pulls up a couple of metres short. So 2 bowls left for Mason. He's got a very open jack at this stage, and he can go for it. He's going to bring this in right to left. Not many have done that so far today at this end, but this looks nice. Very quick though, and it's going to... Oof. It's pulled up all right in the end, but it did travel quite quickly past the kitty there. McPeak in, back to the backhand side. It's not breaking much, this one. He run out of break here. It starts to break now, but distance a concern. So Mason, I think they're probably holding one at this stage.
You just take a touch off on that same ball, mate. Yeah.
I could turn this into 2 or 3. So Mason knows what to do, right to left, looking to get a touch off one of the earlier bowls there, and he stalks it. It's starting to break now. It's not going to break, it's breaking too much, and it's going to miss contact.
Sorry, mate. That's 3 awful bowls.
He apologises for what he says are 3 awful bowls. I didn't think they were too bad, but maybe being a touch hard on himself there. Just waiting for the official call. Having a look, and
Ideally, you get the
there's one.
well, that's good. Get that bowl.
Jack's gone deep. So that might be 4 ends in a row for Anderson Bay. That it is. So margin cut to 6. And as we start in number 16, 6 ends to go. So 4 ends in a row for Anderson's Bay here, and they are starting to pull the momentum as King starts off nicely. He likes it a lot. And look at that outstanding start. You can really feel The pressure's starting to come on. The Forbury Park side. They are 4 ends without any points after racing off the 16 points in 11 ends. It's Brace Girdle. It's a nice bowl, just coming up a fraction short, but it's a good spot to be in.
3 feet down. Mark another one.
Okay. I expect him to go forehand as he's done multiple times today. And there it is, the forehand out of the hand nicely. A fair bit of speed on this one. Probably be asking it to break and trickle down. It's starting to break. Contact looking for just trickles past, but that's not too bad then. I wouldn't actually be too upset if I was King there. Some good bowling. You can actually just feel it. Just a bit of tension out there now. Andersons Bay clawed their way back into this match. I did state at one stage they were down 4 to 16 to down 12 points. They've cut that margin in half as Brace Girdle bowls one out left hand side. So we're embark on the final 6 ends. There's only 6 points that separate us, so there is a lot still to happen out here. King probably asking this one to break a little. It's too much speed. I think it's going to hold its line out left. And unfortunate for them because it was 2 very good opening bowls from King, and they really could have applied some extra heat there on the Forbury Park side. As it stands though now, probably holding 1, maybe 2. Andersons Bay. As Brace Girdle comes in open, Jack still on that left hand side as the back end, which he uses, and that's a nice bowl. Expect this one to get in close. This looking for contact, going to get it. Yeah, outstanding bowl. Well done. So rotating McPeak, Mason. Plenty of work to be done. So McPeak starts us off in 16. Second pair flying away in here. Just pulled up though, unfortunately. Just couldn't get that momentum, the bowl roll end over end. As Mason comes in. Nice bowl, just to the left there. But he knows what he has to do, and he did know earlier that it's not breaking a lot left to right here, so he might try to take this next couple of bowls a little bit straighter. As McPeak comes in, this one's looking good. A bit more speed, extra speed on this one's got a break, and it's coming now. Yeah, not bad. Jeez, that's a bit of an understatement there from King. That's an outstanding bowl. Lodges up against the jerk. Mason, shake of the head. Might be loading up the arm here.
It'll kill if you hit it.
So it looks like he's going to go straight at it. He said he'll kill it if you hit it.
If you move that bowl, you're just going to go 3 down.
And here it comes, straight at it. Here comes contact, bumper. And that'll do it. They're having a look around here.
Holding 3 this time.
So as it stands, holding 3, holding 4. this is a massive end now in the context of this game. And that was a big play by Mason. Currently holding 3, potentially 4 as McPeak throws another one down. That's good bowling. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
Sorry, mate.
I don't know what to expect here.
Close as you can, mate. On the
Just close you can, out of hand.
How far off is Stu from the ditch, mate?
You've got a metre to play with.
Plenty of room there. Brace Girdle passed on to Mason. Got about a metre to play with then. Out of the hand nicely, stalking it as he does. Probably half a metre, probably 6-7 metres down. He takes another step, takes a step to the right. I think he likes this.
Real good.
This is real good. Henderson, and it did.
Needed that.
Shit, that was a huge bowl there. We were looking 4 points for Fulby Park, for Anderson Bay, but
Shot, mate.
some clutch bowling at the end rescues the day. As we get an update, so 16 ends and Fulby Park end up picking up a point.
Wrong. All wrong.
So, Brace Girdle opens up in number 17. Kitty's quite high up here, which will probably suit these bowlers. I think this will suit Fulby Park here. And they could get 2 or 3 points on this. I think this suits them better than the deeper bowling. But we'll find out. King, Hanson Bay, I'm sure he won't be allowed to give up easy points here. 17-10, Fulby Park lead. Good opening start by King as well. So this one's a crucial one. With 5 ends to go, I think this will tell the story. If Henderson's Bay can get on the board here, apply a little bit of pressure, 2 or 3 points, I'll get right back in the game. But Fulby Park can just relax everything with a couple of points themselves, as this one just comes up slightly short, but not a bad spot to be in.
Good yard over.
This one's looking good. King gonna break in late as well. This is outstanding bowling. This one's looking nice as well, just slightly short, but in a good position. I'd much rather be there than 6 feet shorter. Nice bowling again from King, left to right. He's been outstanding at that forehand and breaking. Yeah, good bowl. This is good. Probably holding 3 at this stage. So some big bowling to come for. Bit of discussion here, because as I noted, this is a big end. McPeak, for all that experience, can he conjure something up here? Or Mason, who's been bowling for 9 years and bowling very well in that, can he deliver yet another masterclass, which he's done many times so far today? He opens this up. Good length, good break, good bowl, great bowl. Just like that. Takes all the pressure off Fulby Park and applies it now on Anderson's Bay's McPeak.
Couple feet over, Andy.
Bit of speed here, McPeak going for it. Contact required. hits one, but probably gets a touch unlucky because it doesn't collect anything else on its way through. And that just opens it up now for Mason to push another one in there close. And that he will look to do, coming in from the backhand side. It's not breaking this one, didn't break as much. Just triples past.
Sit the bolt or nip
Try
the
and get
jack.
under it and sit the bowl, just push it through.
Yeah.
Just push it through, so I'm thinking the jaw's coming on here. He's going to try get it down. Starts off the jaw, yep. Now he wants us to break. He's going to want to make contact with Mason's ball, which is lodged just too much on it. And makes contact with that front ball. So, bowl each left to go here. From Mason and McPeak.
You flop inside Stu's last one.
One down, mate. It's only a jack high by bowl.
So, expect this to start backhand side and then just fade in nicely. And on the back of that, I expect some superb bowl. Mason, he's stalking it now. And you always know he likes it when he starts to stalk. Starting to break. Good bowl. Keep coming. Keep it coming. Yep. Very good bowling. Outstanding, Mason. One to watch. Very talented bowler. Oh, at peak. He's had enough. He's going straight at it this time. Let's go on, I think. Well, nice guy. He's watching it, so he's thinking we look at contact here. Good bowl. Notch 2 out of the way. And with what are we looking at here? We're going to get a measure. We are going to have a measure. I think we only got 1 point in it here. Well, it's either going to Forbury or it's going to go to Anson's Bay. Thinking Forbury at this stage from my view from a distance. Yep, that's confirmed. Goes to 1 point to Forbury. So, 18 points, 10, Forbury Park lead. 4 ends to go. Jack's probably middle of the road. It's been there majority of the time for this evening. It's quite a quick end. This one doesn't break a lot. As Brace Goodall opens us up with an outstanding bowl.
Still is there, yeah.
I said last end was important, but this end just gets even more important. 18-10. You're probably looking for Anderson's Bay to try to pick up 3 to 4 points here if they can to get themselves back in it, but it's going to be a tough ask when you've got bowlers like Brace Girdle and Mason bowling so well for Forbury. King throws one by. A fair bit of pace on it, but it's down there and it might come into play later if the jack gets contact made with it.
You've really got to draw it around here, Bob. In the back.
So we break one in now. 2 outstanding bowlers, Brace Girdle. So they lost 4 ends in a row. Ends 12, 13, 14 and 15. But have since come back into it. 16 and 17 has been their ends, just the 1 point. And end 18 they've started in a very positive fashion. So King now plenty of pace on this, looking for contact. Should get contact, will get contact. No, gets it through the gap. It's superb bowling if that's what you're looking to do, but just unfortunate there. I thought maybe he might pick up contact off the jack on the way through, but that's all right. Brace Girdle now. Can you make it 3 outstanding bowls to start the 18th end for Forbury Park? Bit of speed. He's probably going to want this one to scoot through and not make contact, or will make contact. But that's not bad, just sort of there or thereabouts, and still holding 3 at this stage, but very open jack at this stage and plenty of time left in this end as King. Expect him to go close here. He's put a couple past and we'll just readjust and get this one where he needs it. Breaking in now. It's gonna scoot through as well, so 3 bowls that have gone 2 to 3 metres by, unfortunately, for King and Anson's Bay. So plenty of work to do now. Mason just looks at it. it's open for him. He'll open up that 18 down there as well, so he's a big chance. So Mason starting us off back inside. That's a good bowl. Going to pull up though, it's going to have to. And it has just scooted through, unfortunately.
Looking for the jack. Well, if you get that in the gut, you're going to get a result.
Look, people go for power here. No, cool completed. Back inside. Yeah, I like this one, Stu. I like it a lot. Yeah, great bowling. And he brings it down. Turns the table. Anderson Park holding one. Anderson Bay, sorry.
You wouldn't want to trade much on your first.
On the back end?
Nah. That's our block.
Can I not draw to the top off?
Mason stalking this one as he stalks so well.
Which way on the do those two?
And he's chasing after it. He's going to be down there with it, and rightly so. He loves it. He absolutely loves it. So he just goes all the way through. He's still got another bowl. Does he know that? He's going to have to head back down there, but it just shows how important this end means to him and to the Fulby Park side. But McPeak down there by himself and probably a little bit lonely. He's bowling one down there. He's got a break. He's not going to, and it's quite heavy. So yeah, it's very quick down the end, and you notice the majority of those balls are travelling quite far past the jack.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, that's fine then.
So Mason now, McPeak swap ends, he's seen enough down there. He's still got one ball though as well, but he's going to let Mason bowl down there by himself and see what the options are. He comes down stalking it again, so they're all going to be down this end, but by the time Mason gets down here, breaking, gotta move now, gotta move. Unfortunately,
Just get out that fraction more.
just had to get a fraction wider each state.
Go and get the ball with the jack.
So now McPeak, I'm thinking holding one in that Fulby Park, so McPeak could ruffle up. They've got plenty of balls down the back. He could pick up a couple here for Anderson Bay if he bowls correctly or the way he wants it. Bit of pace, back inside, looking for contact, breaking, following it, likes it. Unlucky. So another point accumulated by Forbury Park. They just accumulated all the way through here and lead 19 points to 10 with 3 ends to go. It's tough work now. So as we look back early days, Forbury Park after a flying start and after 7 ends they lead 9 points to 4. After 11 ends they extended that lead out to 16 points to 4 and we're looking quite comfortable as Brace Girdle throws one down now and starts this off nicely. About middle of the range jack, it's been there majority of the time today. But that puts, as I touched on, 11 ends and it was 16-4 looking like it was all one-way traffic. But wasn't to be. Ends 12, 13, 14 and 15 dominated by Anderson's Bay and got themselves back into a position where they potentially could pounce. 10-16 they were down there as King throws another one down left hand side. Starts to break and this is a good bowl early on. Breaking round, yep. Great start, really good start. Down the end they've really favoured that left to right. It does break heavily and they've been getting some great benefit from that. But as touched on, ends 16, 17 and 18 just accumulating 1 point each for Forbury Park and have taken the game away from Anderson's Bay. As Brace Girdle throws another one down there and also an impressive bowling. So 3 impressive bowls to start in number 19. King. Also likes this one out of the hen. I like it too. Now it's started to break. It's got to break heavily though, and it's not going. It's probably touched too heavy. And that scoots through. Unfortunate, but that's still a solid position to be in though. As I touched on, it's much better to go past, I believe, than come up short. Going for the backhand again, Brace Girdle. And uses it to perfection. Great bowling. Gonna get rid of him. Bull Kings. McPeak says, go the bowl straight through it. Paul King questions and says, is that needed? And it looks like he's gonna stick with his forehand. Yep, his class forehand, he will stick to it. It's gonna break. It's probably gonna not do enough. He's a bit. Oh, great bowling. That's outstanding. That's perfect. Just what they needed. So, holding 2. Solid start. They're going to need to get a few more though, I think, just to get themselves right back in this game with only 3 ends to go. Mason, Grace Girdle chatting again. As we look around the other games in the fours action, we've got Andersons Bay 8 trailing Forby Park 12 after 12 ends. And in the singles action, we've got Andersons Bay 21 leading Forby Park 14. But in the doubles, Ed number 19, it's all Forby Park at this stage. 19 points to 10 as Mason throws one down. It's breaking, gets it through the gap, just a little long. But that's all right. That peak, he showed plenty of class the other day. All that years of experience, 26 years at Andersons Bay Bowling Club. Well, he spent also 15 years in Cromwell, so and with a bowl like that, it's just showing you all his class. Now Mason, who's been renowned for stalking the ball, stalks it yet again. And what's he thinking here? Yeah, it just makes contact, and a bit unfortunate for him. And he's down there now. Mason's down the other end as he leads McPeak to himself. He wants it to get up. It's breaking and it's going to lose a bit of speed, unfortunately, through up that hill there. So, 2 bowls left at this end. Probably say holding 3 maybe at this stage, Andersons Bay. So, solid stuff. And it will give him a sniffer if they can get it, albeit a small one.
Yeah. Okay. So positive draw on that hand. Yeah. Yep.
So Mason started us off here. 1 bowl each, and he's gone power. It's been a bit hit and miss with the power shots, and that one also unfortunate.
Go on. You're not looking at the trail with Jack now, Rodders. Through the head, I wouldn't be changing too much of that weight that you had.
So McPeak, slow and steady for him. Breaking it right hand side. This is a big opportunity for them. This could be a 4th point here if he can get it close. Which it's starting to come. Yeah, it's outstanding. That is outstanding. I think he's giving himself a real chance here. So, as we have a look, that was 5 points, was it? That's a huge end from Forbury Park. From Anderson Bay, sorry, to get them right back in it. So 15 to 19. Jeez, they've cut that deficit in half yet again, and it's the smallest margin we've had since end number 4, believe it or not. So, as we embark on the final 2 ends, King, McPeak from Anderson's Bay, can they produce 2 big ends and an unlikely victory for Anderson's Bay, or will it be Forbury Park, who've bowled relatively well today and have had a big lead, including the biggest of the day, which was 12. They had led by 12 at one stage. It's now down to 4. Good opening bowl by King. He's probably put it half a metre to a metre past, so solid start as Brace Girdle comes in. Backhand side of which he's gone again the majority of the day. Gets it through. Looking good breaking. Just going to pull up just short though. But nothing to be too worried about. It's a good position to be in. King now. So good early bowl side though by King as Brace Girdle now. Good bowling, great bowling. That'll calm the nerves.
Good stuff, mate. Really good stuff.
Yeah, you've got to play down there. It's got enough there.
King, big bowl here. His final bowl in number 20, and he's boring it around nicely. Yeah, I like that a lot. Class bowling there. Yeah, it's Brace Girdle's his third and final bowl of N20. That also looks rather nice. It's starting to break. Not going to break enough though. Or is it out the back? That's superb. Shakes his head. I don't know why he's shaking his head though. That's some class bowling. It's an interestingly poised here in number 20. And you can just feel again that tension's risen.
Up to you, right? You can still get under that.
Probably whack up like I did last time.
Okay. It's up to you. Barry, what's the
Holding one.
holding one? Good choice, mate.
So now,
Real good choice.
McPeak from Anderson's Bay comes in. Looks for their fade. There's a big gap there for him who he wants it, and he wants it to roll, and they like it if it rolls. It's got to go though, and it's not going to. The line was superb. Just the power lacking. But beautiful day down here in Dunedin. As I mentioned, we're out here at the Anderson's Bay Bowling Club. Superb bowling club in that beautiful green, beautiful scenery, and on a day like this, where else would you want to be?
I think I'll have to come under looking for the sit on the other hand.
There's actually no real change. If you've got the right weight, you get in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, what you comfortable with?
Short on grass, mate.
Backhand's still an option.
Holding up.
Okay.
Distance just too big as he tried to bring the forehand into play there.
Yeah, beat that one on the wing there, mate.
So Mason hands in pocket now. He hasn't short this one as much. Throwing it at the right hand side, starting to break. Through the gap. Yeah, that it is. Good bowling. I like that one. I like that a lot. They could be holding two there. They could put them in a dominant position.
I'll just come down the middle.
I think you really have to, you want to stay that side, come under it, or go that side.
Go the jack.
Yeah.
Doesn't that break?
I don't, no, because there's two down.
So 2 down, King, saying you either go for it or you come in from the back end. Looks like he's going to go. Yeah, he's gone straight at it. He's looking for contact here. McPeak gets on through. Might miss everything here. And done all right there, actually. So holding one. Forbury Park still holding one. This is big. Nothing silly here.
Third.
And he started breaking. Yeah, outstanding bowling. That's very good bowling, so 2 crucial points now for Forbury Park. With 1 end to go, lead by 6. It's going to make it pretty difficult.
Sorry, I thought it was 7.
Await the final end. Forbury Park 21 lead. Anderson's Bay 15. Brace Girdle to lead us off.
Okay, quick at that blue bowl.
Left to right, backhand side as they've done so much today and so effectively. And solid start. King now. Forehand side, left hand bowler. 9 years experience at the club, 6 years, and he's showed plenty of that today, and it's just brushes the jack. Dribbles on past. So as we go now, Brace Girdle. Been superb lead-off bowler for Forbury Park today. He set the tone for this victory, which I'm expecting is going to be a victory. They lead by 6 in the final end. 2 solid bowls there from Brace Girdle, setting the tone yet again in 21.
All right, 4 then.
As King comes in. Just goes around the jack and it breaks in. So just remember at the conclusion of this, end we're going to have draw to the head, bowler from each club, competition, bit of a obstacle course as such, and see who can get closest to the jack. We won't think about that just yet though. Paul King comes in. Makes contact with the kitty and just brushes it to the left though, unfortunately. Pushes it closer to Forbury Park's 2 earlier bowls. So unfortunate bowl there for King, but he's been good today. Again, big thank you and shout out to Gillions Funeral Services located on Hillside Road, South Dunedin. Been to a couple of services there and they have been superb. And then also the legendary, hard to find but worth the effort, quality second-hand books located upstairs at 20 Dowling Street. And believe it or not, they hold the largest collection of second-hand books in the Southern Hemisphere. So plenty of options there. Fiction, non-fiction, your choice. You go in and have a look. I'm sure you'll find something that you enjoy, and that is there, supported by Ready Lawn. It's Mason, who's been probably the best bowler of the day. He's been superb. Throws down his first bowl, short and right. But it's not too bad though, he won't be too phased. McPeak was a bit frustrated. This one just not breaking as much as he would have liked. There's Mason now. Comes in. And it looks like he likes it a lot. Now it's starting to break. It's got to hold it. Breaking. It's got a contact here. And then it does. Good bowling. So 3 points. They're holding 3 at this stage. McPeak with his second last bowl of the day. Backhand side, which he's been rather effective at all day. This one's looking good. Looking for contact though. He wants contact. Gets it. Probably not how he wanted it though. Holding 2, maybe 3 at this stage. And plenty of room for Mason now. It's opened up the jack at the front, so he's going to have options here. Backhand side, left to right, starting it out. Yeah, looking good, real good. Class in Mason. Breaks a little bit late and scoots on through, but that won't have any impact on the game as McPeak now lines up for his last bowl of the day.
Go for 5. We can't get 6 out there. I can't see it anyway.
He said go for 5, can't get 6. They're looking around for options. It's going to be one heck of a bowl if he can get there. Power and straight at it. This is the big one. Can they somehow produce something special? Unfortunately not. Knocks out one of the bowls of Forby Park, but not enough. And that'll be 2 points at the end. Forby Park. And they will end up running out winners today in this pairs event. 23 points to 15. They started off strongly. They got off to a fast start. They were, as I touched on, lead 11-4, 9-4 after 7. And after 14, they extended that lead to 16 points to 9, 7-point lead. Forby Park showed signs, Anderson's Bay showed signs of threatening, but it was too little too late, and congratulations to Forby Park on their win today. Well deserved.
Gillions Care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillions know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillions will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillions, proudly supporting Dunedin Bowls.
While you're relaxing this holiday season, Ready Lawn is available to help you with your lawn needs, big or small. We work so you don't have to. Call Ready Lawn today.
Gillions Care. They care for loved ones, families, friends and our community. At a time of bereavement, care and support makes all the difference, and Gillions know this. They're here for you when you need it most. From advanced funeral planning to a service for your loved one, Gillions will guide and assist you with your individual choices. Their legendary attention to detail and passion to get it right are second to none. Gillions, caring for families in our communities since 1962.
At the Hard to Find Bookshop, we sell quality books on all subjects from the rare to the recent, and where viable, we will come to you. We have a great reputation for integrity and honesty, so if you're downsizing or sorting an estate and have books to sell, contact us.
So here we go. Gillions draw to the head. Elliot Mason from Forby Park to start us off. So we know as we go, they've got the obstacle course down here. Mason's been great all day, so I expect him to probably get it through here. It's breaking a little bit unfortunate there. So Mason's Forby's probably metre and a half to the right of it. It's Paul King, left-hander, will look to draw one in between the obstacles. tough bowl here, but let's see how he goes. Starts off all right, actually. If that holds its line, he could be all right, but a fair bit of pace, though, which could be an issue. And contact there. Not too bad. I think he should be all right there. So we'll get an official measure up and see how we go.